Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Calling All Comments. I know this morning I didn't post a video. I had planned. Oh, first of all, welcome to my channel. All my peaches, triggers, haters, lovers, commenters, subscribers, each and every one of you. I want to welcome you to my channel along with the scallywags. This morning I was going to show you my exercise thing, at the tennis court. But when I got there was so many people there, and they wanted me to play right away because you need four, and so I got pulled in it. Then I ended up doing another game, and so then I just decided that I would just make this video a little late, and I'm doing this now. It's we are counting down to Friday. I think Friday is Friday the hold on, let me check. Yes, Friday is the 16th. That's when Mia has her final exam, and that's when they'll be scheduling her for cesarean. So now we're getting down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? So looking for the So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do calling all comments and do some comments for you. And so let's jump right into it, okay? And I'm glad to be able to do it on the desktop because the desktop allowed me to see a lot more comments than I do on my cell phone. So I'm going to go through a few of them. This first one is from Bobwelo. Hello, Bob. How you doing, my brother? Bobwelo says, wise words from a wise man. Good show today. That's the one where he's speaking on accepting this award for having my baby, rational motive therapy, and I think the other was I gotcha. So yeah, so thank you. I'm glad you found some wisdom in those words. If you do, then that makes my blogging all the more significant and all the more valid, and I appreciate you, Bob Willow. This next one is from G. Gerard. G. Gerard. He says, I missed your live. Oh, I'm sorry you did, Bob. I mean, B. Gerard. B. Gerard. In my opinion, it was a good one. But, you can always catch it on the tail end. I had a little difficulty at first trying to decide on how to do it from the desktop. But I figured out because it was giving me a message that I couldn't use the camera while doing live, and all I had to do was hit something else and it worked fine. But that was after the show. See, I have a hell of a time self-teaching myself, but giving myself enough time, I'm able to find my way out of any box. Okay, this next one is from Cedric. Cedric Grills. Cedric, 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 and GRIESB31. He said the temptation. This is, of course, I take it he's speaking on the Sunday morning live stream, which you got to check out at 7 a.m. Filipino time and 6 p.m. East Coast time in the States. All the rest of around the world, you got to figure it out yourself. But that's the time that it goes. So I think he's speaking on the temptation because I spoke a lot about the temptations this time. He said, temptations are the greatest. My favorite tenor was probably Eddie Kendricks. Yes. Eddie Kendricks was definitely one of the greatest. There have been a number of other tenors who come through, like the one who comes off the top of my mind is the one from Always and Forever, Heat Wave. I don't know his name, but he was a good tenor. And also in what's the other group? The Dells. There's a good tenor in there too. There are a number of good tenors all throughout the 60s and 70s. Not so much in the 80s. I don't think. I think. Well, I'm sure there are, but you're right. Eddie is one of the greatest tenors of all time. This next one is from. This is from Billa Sis VILLASISBACAG. You figured it out, but he's comment on "I'm surrounded by angels," and there was a story in there also about health and a scam. Okay, he writes, yeah. I like this. The Lord is everything else. Powerful. I like to have a video call with you one day. By all means, I would love that. I would love that, man. Just hit me up, man. Anytime. I love to have a video call. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do, the full screen type of thing. That's what I'm trying to work out how to figure out now. But I'll get there. I'll get there. But yeah, man, I would love that too. I would love if any of you just pick up the phone and just hit me up. I don't care what part of the world you're in. If you want to chat a little bit, I love that, man. I love that. I don't have to sit and listen to a lot of yabba dabba what. so I definitely can use the interaction. Okay, thank you for commenting. This next one is for Edwin Kirkland. Oh, Edwin Kirkland. I have no regrets, and he's commenting on the video. I have no regrets. Edwin Kirkland writes, "Blessings, brother. True that, my brother. Blessings. So thank you very much, man. I was talking about having no regrets, and if I die right now, I'll die knowing that I lived a good life. I've been a puppet, a poet, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up, down, over, and under. Yeah, I know one thing. Every time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, And there's no shame in falling. The shame is not getting back up. So yeah, my brother, Edwin Kirkland. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. Blessings be unto you. Okay, this next one is from Ragjamrock. Ragjamrock. This is part 2 about the house David is building, and guess I have to say that Ragjamrock is truly a source of information, a source of history. I like to have a good chat with this brother because I told him on our Sunday morning classics that I would not be surprised if our paths had crossed or we had been in the same space at the same time, because he game recognized game, as they say, and I mean the fact that he had Clarence, his grandma, I think it was someone gave him Clarence Carter's cane, and Kate, it tells me a lot about the pedigree of that brother. So hopefully one day that him and I get together and we'll chat. And that's why I need that split screen so I can have Ragjamrock on there too, man. But thank you, Ragjamrock, for coming aboard. But he writes this. He says, things seems to be progressing well. I would be curious to know what it costs to maintain a pool over there. It's more than doubled in Florida. Also, it's more than doubled in Florida. Also, protection from for your windows if they are not impact resistant. It's important. The events of the typhoon. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the cost to maintain a pool here, Ragjamrock, but I hear what you're saying about typhoons and all that stuff. But it really depends upon where you live. When I moved here, I didn't take into consideration about typhoons and all that stuff like that. God looks after babies and fools, and I'm too big to be a baby. So it just so happens I ended up in a place in the Philippines where it's not known to have typhoons come through every year. There are some parts of the Philippines, more up north, toward Manila and some of the other outer coasters who were in that ring of fire, that circle of fire they call, where they really catch hell every year from the typhoons and all that stuff. Here in Dumaguete, I normally catch the remnants of it. I might get some wind and a little rain or whatever, but it's nothing too devastating. Like we had about 4 years ago, we had a really tough one where we were in the dark for about over a week or so, and no power and anything. But That is very rare. So yeah, I will ask Dave. I'll make sure I ask Dave and I'll answer that question for you. I'm sure in Florida. I'm sure it's double there. This is one from Sirstoic. What's up, my brother? How are you doing? And this is the one, I'm surrounded by angels. The same one. He says, all those readings would stress me out for sure. All those readings would stress me out for sure. Um, hmm. All those readings would stress me out for sure. LOL. Okay, I'm trying to remember the scam. I don't know if it's scam, the health, or what part of it that he's speaking on. But you know, um, you know, I hopefully you would get over it. Yeah, I see you put LOL on there with. Which I guess you're taking it with a grain of salt, okay? But glad your comments are stoic. I think it kind of went over my head there, but I'm not ashamed to say. Okay, this was from who is this from? Um, this for Des Going Global. This is from Des Going Global, and he's also commenting on the same one, surrounded by angels. He says, "Hey, what's up, Gerard? I appreciate the shout out on your last comment video, but I noticed you have a problem pronouncing my name. It is Des Going Global, and my name is uh, Dre, like the rapper Dr. Dre. Oh, Dre. So that's Dre Going Global. Okay, LOL. But it's cool for giving me a shout out and thanks for congratulating me on my upcoming my becoming a father. Take it easy, brother. Keep up the great comments. Take care. Okay. I see I'm kind of running into comments that I've already commented on. My brother Dre. I got you, Dr. Dre. Okay, so other than that, the things are kind of moving, as it should. It's funny because I was thinking here in the Philippines, they say when the baby comes, when the baby comes, and it's, okay, well, when the baby comes, and I think that's the baby comes, but it kind of hit me because uh, um, when you deliver the baby or when you're giving birth, I thought about it because the way the terminology that they use, it wasn't so monumental as giving birth as it was just an everyday occurrence, and that's what struck me kind of hard or weird of how they were saying that. But anyway, we just went shopping. One of my housekeepers left. We have two housekeepers. You saw them in the last video. One housekeeper went home for a couple of days. She's been here for almost a month. It's a crapshoot if she comes back or not, but I hope she does because, we're getting into the wire and Mia's going to need all the help she can get, all hands on deck, so one of those things, you know, um, but, she's still plucking along. I got to hand it to her. Mia is a strong woman, she's not one of those, ones that are so dainty that they need help and everything and whatever. No, she does it herself, and so I got to hand it to her because as much as I want to jump up and open a car door or treat her like an invalid, I won't, I won't do it because, it's not the way here in the Philippines. Yeah, maybe in the States or something like that, when a woman have a baby, you see a lot of women, yelling at the fathers, while they're pregnant to do this and do that. And here it's not like that. I'm not getting that. And that's okay. Whatever I need, she still jumps and take care of me, it's really, really, really very good. In my not knowing the sex of my child in such a close time for it to be coming. I think I said once before, it's like my keeping it as close as I can to, how it was in the beginning of time. Fathers didn't know what kind of sex the child was until after it was born, and so I want to experience that feeling of knowing what it is when it comes. when she gives birth, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, sometimes I think about, you know, uh, you know, it being Filipino American. Sometimes I think about how it's going to look. Sometimes I think, you know, um, you know, some of my best qualities, and hope it doesn't have my worst qualities. You know, um, you know, but I hope height is a fact. I hope it does have a little height on it. But we will see. I'm just ego tripping on that, man. We'll just see what happens. Okay. Okay, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder. They always pull something up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of Temptation, once sung, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like he can, and never say no. And remember, I'll always love you more. Now, like I said, I didn't post a video this morning. I'm making this one now, so I was thinking, well, maybe I'll post this one tomorrow, being lazy because I already missed the boat. So no matter where this one comes out, we'll be back on track. All right, I'll talk to you then. Peace.